gonna say, you already thought, because you tried these out. You know it's 2 to 3 things the woman can say back to you. So for each one of these things, you already know what you're gonna say back. You understand what I'm saying? So follow me. You got a Swiss Army knife of things that you're gonna say in any specific situation. For anything that you choose, you already know the woman has 3 responses. For each one of those responses, you already have something that you already know you're gonna say back to. Then you know it's 3 things she can say to that. And you already have a response for any one of those things that she chooses. So you ready? You know why you can't talk to women? It's like if I ask most people, all right, hey man, I need you to come to this stage and stand on stage and talk. Most of y'all couldn't do it. Why? Because you're not prepared. So this removes you not being confident, because you're going to be competent because you have already practiced and rehearsed these things. So you know exactly what to say in any situation. You know pretty much what she's probably going to say next. Any one of these things she can say, you already have something to say to it. After that, so you're controlling the situation where you want to go. It takes a lot of the, the nervousness out of it. And then in the course, we have you go out and practice these things, because you got to know, you're not going to immediately know what this woman is going to say back to you, right? So you got to go out and see, what do women normally say back to these answers? What are the answers that I get? Once you document that down, then you know, okay, what am I going to say to that? What did she say to that? So you already back to back to back, and you controlling the conversation, and you smooth with it because you do this all the time. You already done rehearsed this. You already know what you're doing. This is the method that I used when I was coming up, and I would catch on a regular basis. And I did this so much, man, I was catching a new broad every day. You know what I'm saying? But jump in the course, because it's not just, oh, I give you this to do. This is something that we work on together, and I'm gonna critique your Swiss Army knife, and it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. How are you saying it to the woman? What is your facial expressions like? How are you smirking when you say it? Are you pacing it the right way? So it's all of these little factors. I mean, if you really want to be a master at that, I'm just breaking down how I used to do it. Tap in if y'all want that though.
That's facts. So let me hop in and give y'all some game too. And for me, it's easy. So you got to get used to just talking to people, because sometimes like y'all want to get good with the women and shit, and y'all don't have the confidence, and then y'all too solution based. So when you get used to talking to people, like in the grocery store, you go, hey, or when you go shopping, hey, I'm getting this for my girl. What you think? Just learn how to start conversations, and like Goldie said, and because I teach the same shit, like when just from this one thing, just from you, I see a woman and I say, how you doing? So she can say like 3 things. She could say, fine, that's like 4. She could say, fine, how are you? That's like 7. She could say, fine, how are you? I'm doing great. That's 10. So when she give me the 10, then I go in. So just from the one word, you can kind of gauge, does she want a little more or not? And that's just through repetition. You can just tell, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah. And for you, it's already in you. But see, this is what I tell everybody. It, like, a lot of people love to use the saying, especially in the game, it's got to be in you, not on you, man. And although that's a staple saying, it's incorrect. It's not just in anybody. When you say it's in you, you just can't remember the things that happened that got you unconsciously competent. Like when people say, oh, somebody's talented. No, they just don't remember and can't identify the things that they did that got them that unconsciously competent. It's like this, right? When you learn to walk, you didn't just know how to walk. You had to think about it. You had to try it. And then over repetition, it was in you because you did it. Now you're unconsciously competent. You had to be consciously competent first, which means you had to think about the action. You do it enough times, you become unconsciously competent. That's what it means when it's in you. So where Afi is and where I am, we're unconsciously competent. We done it so much. But the tactics that I'm trying to teach you is you're going to be consciously competent by having the script, by knowing what to say. You do it enough times, it will become unconscious, which means it's now in you and you don't need the script anymore because you done did it so much.
Let me tell y'all too, why y'all need to get the course is because the course is gonna keep you accountable. Because see, you can watch YouTube, you can watch this shit, right? Boom. And then guess what? Your girl might be cooking you some chicken wings, or boom, the game coming on. See, then fuck this shit. And then tomorrow, then you're gonna go to work and shit. You ain't got the same motivation and shit. You get the course, it's gonna keep you accountable. accountable because you're gonna have certain shit at a certain time, and then you ain't gonna want to look like a jackass when you console with Odie. You feel me? Like it been a week you ain't did shit. That's gonna make a player lose respect. You know what I'm saying? When you are given instructions and you don't follow through, like
Yeah.
go yeah.
And then somebody had wrote a comment today, and he was like, nigga trying to sound like me, man, doing all this for the bitch ain't that important. Man, first of all, every man in this world, if he don't got a woman, he want a woman. You're gonna deal with women every day. You need to be proficient at it. Because let me tell you what happens if you don't know how to catch women. You settle for the woman that you have. A lot of you right now are settling not for the best treatment, not for the best woman you can get, but the best you could get because you don't know how to give. Why settle in life? A lot of you are staying with a woman that you don't really want to be with because you don't think you can get better because you don't know how to talk to women. It's not that you're unattractive. It's not that it's not that. It's just that you don't talk to women. It's 3 billion women in this world. You walk by 100 women a day. You're telling me that you couldn't find a woman that could treat you better than the one that you got? You can. You just don't know how to talk to them. So it's very important to know how to talk to women. The quality of your life is based on the quality of your relationships. And one of the most important relationships is the one you have with your significant other. Because even if you have kids, eventually they're going to be out of the house. And the main relationship that you're going to have is going to be with your significant other. So you better learn how to be able to talk to enough to find the one that's best for you. Y'all just settled for who you're with. You didn't get the best. But if you knew how to talk to any woman at any time, you wouldn't be scared to leave a woman who ain't treating you right. You wouldn't be scared to get up and say, nah, I want better, because you know you have the skills to go get better. And I see a lot of people in a relationship that they don't want to be in, and it's really just because they don't know how to get better. They don't know how to talk to women. They lucked up getting the woman that they got. So they like, fuck it, I'm gonna just sit it out because I probably can't get no better. And you're right, you can't because you don't talk to women. That's why I want to give you the tools. So it is important. It ain't all about the women, but it is though. But it ain't. It's really about you and being able to find somebody who's compatible with you. And you could only do that if you're talking to a lot, because you don't have to talk to 100 just to find that one. Most of y'all won't even talk to 3 women. You get what I'm saying?
For sure. It's just the life skills that you need to have, because sometimes your next opportunity, it may come through a woman. You feel me?
Man, that's for sure. And just being able to talk to women, talking to women will start to open your entire confidence up and charisma up to just talking in general. Talking to men that you just see here and there, it might make a relationship. So just when you have confidence and you start speaking and you learn how to do that comfortably and confidently, it's a lot of opportunity. Everything that you want is on the other side of a different person. Ain't too much in this world that you're going to get that's not going to come through another human being. So to be good with human beings, be good with women, to be able to, interact the proper way, it's going to open up a lot for you.
It's going to build your confidence too, because what's going to happen is things that you see happen in your mind are going to play out in your reality. And that's
a fact. Not to mention, man, life is better with women around, man. Like when you can just have different women, and I'm not saying all of them is like your girlfriend, but when you could just have women and you can go somewhere and meet a woman and hang out and go on vacation with women, and you go to a concert, you don't want to always be with a bunch of dudes, right? Sometimes, okay, I got this little chick, it's kind of like that, but it ain't. I can call her, we can go do something. You know what I'm saying? And when you with women, they open a lot of doors for you that you can't open when you standing with a bunch of dudes. It's a lot of places that I've been, I'm with my chick, and because I'm with her, it kind of like, it makes it less intimidating for dudes to invite me somewhere because they got this beautiful girl right here. You know what I'm saying? It's different things that women do that you just can't do. So, you better get good at it. I don't feel like you living a full life if you don't know how to speak to women and talk to women and have women around, man, because it's a whole different dynamic of life that you get when you have women around you.
Plus, when you get good at women and you get to the point where you don't value the pussy like for reals, you get women with other women, bro.
Yeah.
Via word of mouth and via social clout. You feel me? A lot of times you can do one and that'll turn into 10 based on what you do and how you plant your seeds.
I say it all the time, man. The easiest way to knock a woman is when you got another woman. When I go to the club by myself, of course I can knock something. But when I always knock something, when I'm at the club with another woman already. It makes it that much more easier because, social proof. When you good with women, because not a lot of dudes are good with women. So when a woman sees you with a woman, she's curious, like, damn, what they over there talking about? He got her giggling. Oh, he doing this, he doing that. You know, and I like to show out when I got a woman with me and we out. Oh, I'm doing the most, you know, because I know the women is watching. So I use women as pawns to get other women all the time.
You know what I used to do? I used to have a fake wedding ring. I used to go to Claremont, nigga, and get the good ones.
Yo, if you want to get the other 1 hour and 40-minute chop up, put the link down in the description, the comment section. It's going to be for members and Patreons. If you got a little patience, then wait for part 2. I'm going to drop another 30 minutes of it, and the hour is going to be exclusive. Also, make sure you check out my books, book me for a consultation, and check out Cody's new manhood course. I'm going to link that in there, and make sure you join the community. We got good game in there. I'm in there too. All right? Have a blessed one. Like, share, subscribe.